views. I just went through the top 10 viral moments of 2017, and now I'm going to go into the top songs of 2017. I'm going to tell you my favorite songs for 2017. 2017 was a big year for music as well. The one song that comes to mind instantly is Bodak Yellow. Bodak Yellow, like, was made by an artist named Cardi B. And if you don't know who Cardi B is, Cardi B pretty much is the epitome of started from the bottom, now we here. She started out as a reality star. Well, actually started out as a stripper in Miami, and then she moved to New York. I think she started in Miami, moved to New York. She was in New York, and then she, while on the show Love and Hip Hop New York, she started making a little name for herself as a rapper, and then she put out the song Bodak Yellow, and Bodak Yellow blew up. Actually, I think Bodak Yellow ended up being the first #1 song by a female rapper, #1 overall Billboard charting song by a female rapper, which is crazy. But that song is so dope. If you never heard Bodak Yellow, I don't know what you've been doing with your life for 2017, but Bodak Yellow is probably song of the year. It's all right, David, man. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Ariana, for joining us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Bodak Yellow was like, if you're talking about top, you won't be able to talk about 2017 without talking about Bodak Yellow. Such a great song. Rockstar by Post Malone. I don't really know that one, but people like it. XO Tour LLIF3 by Lil Uzi Vert. So I don't like Lil Uzi Vert at all. I don't even like the song, but for some reason I've never thought that somebody saying all my friends are dead repeatedly would make it to radio. And it did. And it became a really big song, and people really love that song, which is insane to me. I really did not see that coming at all, but it did. And because of that, he's become like a mainstream artist in a way where people recognize his face and recognize his name all over. Yeah, but so shout out to Lil Uzi Vert. I'm not a big fan of your work, but apparently people are. I think my daughter likes your music. So Ariana, if you do like his music, you can say in the comment section, Daddy, that his music is awesome, and you just hating. And I'll be like, nah, I'm not hating. Let's see. Let's see. Rajan, wait, did I miss something? Tell me more. Maybe I did, to reevaluate. The Weeknd, I'm just not big on The Weeknd. It's just his music. Well, I mean, when he first started doing his music, it was mostly like druggy music. To be honest with you, like, I hate life music, and I'm not big on, like, I'm super depressed, I want to do drugs and kill myself music. I'm just not. That's just not what I'm in it for. I like to feel good and feel uplifted, and The Weeknd does not do that for me. So that's why I'm not a big fan of The Weeknd. But all right, the Lupe Fiasco album. I actually never finished the Lupe Fiasco album. This year's been a big year of listening to books for me. So outside of like my favorite, even though Lupe Fiasco is one of my favorite artists, I haven't gotten into I didn't finish the Lupe Fiasco album, but I have it on my iPhone to finish. So thank you for reminding me about that. Let's see what other good songs. Mask Off. Yo, Mask Off by Future was a major song. The first time I heard Mask Off, I said this song is going to be bananas. Even though this also is you can file this song under the I never thought I would hear that on the radio list. The hook was Percocet, Molly, Percocet. Percocet, Molly, Percocet. Rep the set, gotta rep the set. Rep the set, gotta rep the set. That was the entire hook, which is insane. I never thought I would hear that on the radio, but apparently that's what's going on in these streets. So that's what they talked about. Kendrick Lamar, Humble, big song. Love that. One of my favorite songs, if not this year, ever. Like, I love that song. That song is so dope. And just the way it starts. In fact, the entire damn album by Kendrick Lamar is bananas. I am such a big fan of Kendrick Lamar, and I will continue to be a fan of Kendrick Lamar because he makes great music. In that regard, DNA, also dope. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have here? Uh-oh, did I close it out? Uh-oh, I closed it out. Let's see. Gotcha. I never listened to an entire album. Any radio song from him? Yes, his radio music is definitely different from his His radio stuff is definitely different from his non-radio stuff. He's a very depressing person. He depresses me quite much. Chance the Rapper stuff mostly came out last year, so that'd be more of the 2016 stuff. But I mean, people dig Chance the Rapper. I like his stuff, but I'm not stan for him. Bad and Bougie. How can you forget Bad and Bougie, right? Another great song. Like, but it's another song that's like, okay. I mean, I have no idea what most of Bad and Bougie is talking about. They say a lot of words, and they mostly slur together, so I don't fully grasp what Bad and Bougie is actually about. I get that he likes girls that are bad and that are bougie though. So it sounds like he enjoys hood rats, which is great if you like hood rats. So, go for it. And also because of Bad and Bougie, we got that awesome hip hop moment, which was Joe Budden and DJ Academics sitting at the BET Awards with the Migos, and they're saying, "Do I look like I live off Bad Bougie? Do I look like I live off Bad Bougie?" So that was a great moment for this year. The story of OJ for Jay-Z was a big song. That song is actually up for a Grammy, which I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. Tunnel Vision by Kodak Black was a big song. I'm not a big fan of Kodak Black, but Tunnel Vision is a dope song. Mr. Huff, how you doing? So, all right, so I got to pause here, y'all. Dan Huff was the clinician at music camp at Duke University, at Brightleaf Music Workshop, during the years that I went there. I went there 8 straight summers, and Mr. Huff was there every year. And Mr. Huff is a world-renowned musical clinician. So thank you so much for joining the show today. I really appreciate you being on here. Like, the fact that you're here is sort of humble, is like really humbling to me. So thank you so much as I talk about hip hop. So I'm not going to be talking about hip hop long, Mr. Huff. I'm just talking about the best songs from this year. Let's see. I think either 444 or Big Crit album deserves album of the year. Big Crit is album underrated. So I haven't listened to the new Big Crit album yet. Sorry. I'm a Crit fan. It's a lot going on in my life. Y'all who know me know what it is. But 444 is such a great album, and Damn by Lupe Fiasco is also great album. I'm the One by DJ Khaled was a big song, but I hated that song. I thought it was terrible. I really did not think that song was good at all. So yeah, those were the top songs from 2017 as far as it goes from hip hop. Now, of course, we also got other songs like Ed Sheeran's "Shape of You," which was written by Candy from Escape. Shout out to Candy from Escape for continuing to show that us 80s babies ain't that old. We can still make hits. So shout out to her for that. Despacito was major this year. Got Justin Bieber singing in Spanish, even though he actually knew none of the words that he was saying. He had no idea what he was singing about, which is never a good idea. What's up, Marva? What's up, Mike? How you doing? Let's see what else we had was big songs this year. I already talked about Curdy. Body Like a Back Road. Body Like a Back Road. Okay, so that song is a country song by this guy named Sam Hunt. But that song is so dope. And the funny thing is, I actually heard about it from students at my elementary school who were like, "Mr. Lewis, play Body Like a Back Road. It's a country song." I was like, okay, cool. It's a country song. It can't be that bad, right? It's a country song. It's not going to have cursing in it. But apparently, it's about a very curvaceous woman. So Sam Hunt and these country boys is really getting on this whole curvy mafia thing. Like, I can appreciate that. I can get jiggy with that. So Body Like a Back Road, great song. Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato, also a big song this year. Again, if you have some songs that I didn't mention that you want me to talk about, please make sure you put them in the comment section so I can refer to them. But I don't want to stay there too long. And also, a song that I talked about last week, The Weeknd by SZA. Apparently, women really love that song because it's about, clarification, it's not about a woman cheating with a married man. It's about 3 women who are sharing one guy, and she wants the weekend job. Is that a better message than what we talked about last week? Probably not. Just saying. So yeah, that's amazing that that happened. Okay, let's see. Let me back to my notes. Yeah, man, but it's been a big year for music. It's been a big year for music, and here we are at the end of 2017, just ready for a new year. Yeah, I know, Miss Lenora. I know that's it's not a great message for the young ladies, but you know what they like is what they like. I always think about it like this: when I was younger, I was singing some stuff as a kid that you probably shouldn't sing as a kid, but I didn't realize that I was singing it. Just being honest with you, that ends up being what it is. It's sort of a self fulfilling prophecy in that way, where you continue to create this kind of material for young people to listen to. I mean, I listen to, I mean, like I sing. For those who don't know, I grew up before I was talking in front of people, before I was doing anything else. I was chorus nerd. I was a gleek. I was the guy who sang in the courtyard all the time. And if you know me, if you really know me, you know what time it is with that. So I used to walk around singing songs like Joe's all the things your man won't do. Ugh. Like that's not a great song for kids to be singing in the courtyard in high school. But and I was singing it from the top of my lungs. Do you know why? Because that's what was on the radio and that's what I heard, which is why we should probably be more careful with the stuff that we're putting on the radio. But as opposed to going forward with that, we're going backwards, which is another issue for another episode of Real Talk with Rajan.